be on the beat.
If I'm girl, I swear I love you. Anything I can do for you, yeah. You are the only one for me.
If I'm bored, I swear I love ya. I can't do without ya. I said, baby, you are the one for me.
I swear, send my mind to the water. You fun and your body very butter. That only you are taken to the altar. Baby, oh, baby, oh.
I swear to my mind to the water. Boy, you bad and you make me melt like butter. Not only you are taking to my papa. Baby, oh, baby, oh.
My beauty not play. Jetta Carlota in my how you got to spare. Your sweet pass, yellow willy. My be, you know feeling my brain, then you check my head. Enough for nothing. How you make me say, Musondifa, la la la. Money comes on, la la la, If I'm girl, I swear I love you. Anything I can do for you, yeah. You are the only one for me.
If I'm bored, I swear I love ya. I can't do without ya. I said, baby, you are the one for me.
I swear, send my mind to the water. You fun and your body very butter. That only you I take it to the altar. Baby, oh, baby, oh.
I swear to my mind to the water. Boy, you bad and you make me melt like butter. Not only you are taking to my papa. Baby, oh, baby, oh. Got me like, ooh, ooh. I love you, baby. Ooh, I love you, baby. Pull up to my bumper, baby. And you know I like it when you play with me. Never know you say because you let me go crazy. If I had been there, I would break my heart. And when you eat it, you can never want to leave it. Running home from mama, I did call you woman like you and me, baby. All I need, baby. I say it's you and me, baby. All I need, baby.
You know, I live my life for me, like I live my life, and I will never leave you. I will not leave you. I say,
boy, you know, I live my life for me,
oh,
and I will never leave you.
You know, and I will never leave you. You know, I live my life for you, and I will never leave you. If I'm girl, I swear I love you. Anything I can do for you, yeah. You are the only one for me.
If I'm bored, I swear I love ya. I can't do without ya. I said, baby, you are the one for me.
If I'm girl, I swear I love you. Baby, you.
Are you in search of a printing press that can handle all your printing needs? Or are you stressed with finding a printer that can deliver all your printing services on time? Then search no more. Your answer is Dream Design Incorporated. Dream Design Incorporated is a 100% Liberian-owned printing press that can handle all your printing problems. Our services include high-quality large format printing, oversized printing, digital printing, design and logos creation, and banners and posters printing. We also print brochures, flyers, postcards, face cap, t-shirts, and ID cards. At Dream Design, we pre-finance your work and have a special discount for our customers. We are located at the intersection of Lynch and Kere Streets. For more information, contact us on cell numbers 0776 549 122 or 0886 462 008, or better still, email us via dreamdesignliberia@gmail.com. Dream Design is about time to change your printer for good.
This love they make me shower ya. I'm a little baby, marama.
Are you looking for a place where to fix your keys if lost or damaged? Or are you thinking on how to duplicate your home, office, or car keys? Don't worry, because your worries are all over. AutoKey Liberia is the best solution to all of your problems. At AutoKey Liberia, we are specialized in all keys, programs, and professional in other keys and remotes of all techs. We are located at Say on Time Bourgeois Orland. Find us at Clever Mission Junction, EOW Community. For more information, you can call the following cell numbers: 0777 337 808 or 0886 530512. Do business with AutoKey Liberia and thank me later.
Welcome to
Right, so the great thing about Ablo is that you just
Circus, where you can find great quality t-shirts, hoodies, and other merchandise inspired by culture and creativity. We offer a variety of unique designs you can rock for any occasion that will fit your style. Visit our website at circus.com, ser-kes.com, and subscribe for exclusive access to discounts, new arrivals, and many more. Thank you for choosing Circus.
Are you looking for a property to buy or rent? Are you a property owner and looking for a quick and suitable way to sell your properties? Are you looking for a house, an apartment, or land to buy in Liberia, West Africa? Look no further, because Superior Real Estate has all the solutions to your problems. They have beautiful acres of land and comfortable homes for you to buy now. Registered and incorporated, Superior Real Estate is bringing honest real estate transactions and a peace of mind to all their clients. Located in Pinzio, Superior Real Estate can be reached on 0880 544 111 or WhatsApp them on +231 775 874610. You will not be disappointed. Superior Real Estate you can trust.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
21. The time in Liberia is 7:30 a.m. The time in Delaware on the eastern seaboard of the United States of America is 3:30. And I'm Henry Costa, your number 7, and Boakai is my co-host in Monrovia, Liberia. Good morning, Boakai.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners and those that are just joining us today. Let me tell you, say welcome to the biggest platform, the biggest talk show at about this time in Liberia. So if you're just joining us, welcome, and we are here again.
Okay. Today we're gonna have a guest. She will tell the story of her late sister, whose life was snatched away by Prince Johnson.
Hmm.
She lives in the United States. She's doing very well for herself. She has been living with this horror for many, many years now. She, like many people, finally developed the courage to share her story, the account of how her sister was taken away when she heard Dr. Alan White on a show. And she heard us announce that we would be doing a series of interviews with surviving victims of the war, or families and friends of loved ones who were lost during the war. And when I say lost, I mean that very euphemistically, whose lives were snatched away by murderers during the war. And so she will join us this morning from the United States of America. And she is okay with having her identity disclosed. I have a letter here, folks, and other documents, or several letters, but primarily the letter written by then President of Sierra Leone, Dr. Ahmed Tidiane Kaba. The letter that he wrote to the United Nations requesting that a special war crimes court on Sierra Leone be set up in order to prosecute people who committed and were responsible for the commission of war crimes within Sierra Leone. This is the letter that Dr. Alan White referred to when he appeared on the Costa Show, when he recommended that George Weah do exactly what Ahmed Tidiane Kaba of Sierra Leone had the political will to do some 21 years ago, okay?
Right.
Yes, I have the letter here and I have the response from the UN Secretary General at the time. I have it all right here. We will read these letters for you. Not only will we read them, we will also publish them so that you know that this is how it is done. This is what George Weah needs to do. Write such a letter. In fact, if he wants it, these documents, I can share them with him so that he can basically draft his letter based off of this letter to the UN boss, Antonio Guterres.
Mhm.
So I'm going to read for you, Bogai,
Mm.
and the members of the public, this letter for Ahmed Tidiane Kaba, then president of Sierra Leone. Hold on. There are several letters here. I'm looking for the particular one that he wrote. Aha! Here you go. Tidiane Kaba wrote this letter on the 12th of June 2000, the year 2000. Okay?
Mm.
The 12th of June 2000. Next month, the 12th, will make this letter 21 years old, okay?
Wow.
Yep. State House, Freetown, Republic of Sierra Leone. Mr. Kofi Annan, Secretary General, United Nations, New York, USA. Dear Mr. Secretary General, on behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Sierra Leone, I write to request you to initiate process whereby the United Nations would resolve on the setting up of a special court for Sierra Leone. The purpose of such a court is to try and bring to credible justice those members of the Revolutionary United Front and their accomplices responsible for committing crimes against the people of Sierra Leone and for taking of UN peacekeepers as hostages. This necessitates the establishment of a strong court in order to bring and maintain peace and security in Sierra Leone and the West African sub-region. For this purpose, I request assistance from the United Nations, from the UN Security Council, in establishing a strong and credible court that will meet the objectives of bringing justice and ensuring lasting peace. To achieve this, a quick response from you, Mr. Secretary General, and the United Nations Security Council is necessary. As you are aware, the atrocities committed by the RUF in this country for nearly 10 years of its campaign of terror have been described generally as the worst in the history of civil conflicts. In July 1999, my government and the leadership of the RUF signed the Sierra Leone Peace Agreement. The aim of this agreement was to bring peace and a permanent cessation to the atrocities and the conflict. As a prize for such peace, my government even conceded to the granting of total amnesty to the RUF leadership and its members in respect of all the acts of terrorism committed by them up to the date of the signing of that peace agreement. But the RUF leadership have since reneged on that agreement and have resumed their atrocities, which have always had as their targets meatless civilians, including women and children. They still murder and amputate them and use the women and girls as sex slaves. Lately, they have adopted over 500 UN peacekeepers and seized their arms, weapons, and uniforms, and even killed some of the peacekeepers. This is in spite of a provision in the Leone Peace Agreement itself requiring that both my government and RUF to ensure the safety of these peacekeepers. In the process, the RUF have committed crimes against Sierra Leonean and international law. And it is my government's view that the issue of individual accountability of the leadership of the RUF for such crimes should be addressed immediately, and that is only by bringing the RUF leadership and their collaborators to justice in the way now requested, that peace and national reconciliation and the strengthening of democracy will be assured in Sierra Leone. I am aware of similar efforts made by the United Nations to respond to similar crimes against humanity in Rwanda and former Yugoslavia. I ask that similar consideration be given to this request. I believe that crimes of the magnitude committed by the RUF in this country are of concern to all persons in the world, as they greatly diminish respect for international law and for the most basic human rights. It is my hope that the UN and the international community can assist the people of Sierra Leone in bringing to justice those responsible for those grave crimes. Because of the sensitivity aroused in Sierra Leone and around the world by the activities of the RUF and their collaborators, and the need to dispose of the matters to be tried at the tribunal purposed without delay, I am inviting you all, the Security Council, to send to Sierra Leone immediately a rapid response team of inquiry to assess the needs and concerns regarding my government's ability to provide effective, secure, fair, and credible justice. With regard to the magnitude and extent of the crimes committed, Sierra Leone does not have the resources or expertise to conduct the trials for such crimes. This is one of the consequences of the civil conflict, which has destroyed the infrastructure, including the legal and judicial infrastructure of this country. Also, there are gaps in the Sierra Leone criminal law, as it does not encompass such heinous crimes as those against humanity and some of those gross human rights abuses committed by the RUF. It is my view, therefore, that unless a court like that now requested is established here to administer international justice and humanitarian law, it will not be possible to do justice to the people of Sierra Leone and to UN peacekeepers who fell victim of hostage taking. I attach hereto a suggested framework for the type of court intended. As you can see, the framework is meant to produce a court which will meet international standards for the trial of criminal cases, while at the same time having a mandate to administer a blend of international and domestic Sierra Leonean law on Sierra Leone soil. Please, Mr. Secretary General, accept the assurances of my esteem and consideration. Al-Haji Dr. Ahmed Tijen Kaba, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now, folks, this is a letter, a 10-page letter written. This letter contains all the other things. The framework for the court. I can give all to George Weah. If George Weah wants it, I can share these documents with him. This is the letter that was written by the President of Sierra Leone, in which he asked Dr. Kofi Annan, who was then the Secretary General of the United Nations, to set up a special court for Sierra Leone. Now, after he wrote this letter, Dr. Kofi Annan replied him. Dr. Kofi Annan replied President Ahmed Tijen Kaba. So when he wrote this letter, Kofi Annan sent his reply. But before Kofi Annan sent his reply, the chief de cabinet wrote this response to Tijen Kaba on the 28th of June. Week and a half after the letter. Excellency, the Secretary General would be grateful if he could kindly forward the enclosed letter to His Excellency. Okay, yeah, this is somebody else, not to him. To His Excellency Ahmed Tijen Kaba, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. A copy of this letter is attached for your information. But this is the one Kofi Annan wrote. Let me read for you, folks. Kofi Annan sent this letter out to Ahmed Tijen Kaba. It is dated 28 June 2000. The Secretary General. Excellency, I wish to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 12 June 2000, which was conveyed to me through my special representative for Sierra Leone, Mr. Oluyemi Adeniji. I have taken note of your request for assistance by the United Nations in setting up a special court in Sierra Leone for the purpose of prosecuting members of the Revolutionary United Front RUF. We are in the process of reviewing this important proposal with a view to providing the requested assistance in due course. Bear it in mind, any decision the United Nations Security Council may take on this issue. As you are aware, a United Nations senior legal officer recently visited Freetown with regard to this critical question. As soon as we have the additional information needed, I would be in a position to make an assessment with regard to your request. In the meantime, I trust that you realize that any steps taken toward the establishment of this special court will be closely coordinated with and within the United Nations in order to ensure that all concerns are met. Furthermore, the issue of resources which may be required for this initiative would have to be addressed. Please accept, Excellency, the assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, Kofi A. Annan. Address to Dr. or to His Excellency Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kaba, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Freetown. Folks, there you have it. My friends here in the United States, they share these documents with me. From Dr. Alan White. When this letter went out to the United Nations, United Nations considered, they consented, they provided funding, the resources, all of the logistics required, and they work in concert with the Sierra Leoneans who provided their fullest cooperation. And that's how the Court for Sierra Leone was established. The rest, my friends, is history. This is exactly what George Weah needs to do. Send this letter out, make this request, and the international community through the United Nations will favorably grant this request. They will provide the funding, they will provide the logistics, the expertise to work with our people to set up the special court. As I said, if George Weah wants these documents, I would gladly share them with him. Gladly. If he doesn't, that is his damn business. But here is what I know. He's going to be arm twisted. He will be arm twisted, and he will be forced to do this. Forced. Whether he likes it or not. He will be arm twisted to do this. That is his business. That much I can say to you. Now, Boakai. Yesterday, one of my boys, loyal supporters, reached out to me. I will call his name. I will not call his name. He called me. I was busy. I didn't pick his call. I was in meetings. He said to me, he said, "Leader, finally, when I spoke with him, he had already sent me a video and some pictures accompanied by a write-up, a narrative of a very young child, only 7 years old. Man, some people are wicked. Only 7 years old, okay? And this young child lives with this woman And I'm told this young child's mother and father are no more. They are not alive. And this woman and her husband, this woman whose name is Mumbo Johnson, Mumbo. That's her name. Listen to this story. I've got the evidence. It is quite disturbing. This woman is an animal. According to the evidence I have here, the video, the pictures are even very disturbing to see, Boakai. Very disturbing. According to this woman, by the name of Mumbo Johnson, that's Monbo, Mumbo. So our man Mumbo Johnson wouldn't think that he's the one we're talking about. This lady has the 7-year-old child whose parents died living with her. I am told the child apparently did something or was accused of doing something. Wakai, this woman took a knife, put the knife in the fire, and waited until it got red hot. A very hot knife. It was red. She removed the knife from the fire and placed the hot knife on the jaw of the 7-year-old girl.
Wow.
Leaving a very terrible burn scar across this little girl's jaw. She took a knife, put the knife in the fire, waited patiently until the knife got red hot. Then she removed the knife from the fire and placed it right across this little child's jaw. I have the evidence to show, folks. Brace yourself. It is very graphic. By the time the pictures were taken, the little child was, oh my God, it's sad. It's extremely sad. And my boy even did an interview with a little girl, video. And her. Probably she will be scarred for the rest of her life. This is it, folks. Prepare yourselves. I don't know whether you all can see it, but I will post the picture.
Not that much. Okay.
Just like that. A certain way.
Yeah.
You can see it now, guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I will post these pictures and the video. She took the knife, put it in the fire. She let it get hot. She waited. She took the knife. She did this to an orphan. This is absolute witchcraft. This is wickedness, pure wickedness. She took the red hot knife and burned this little child on her face. Somebody's child. And so we're going to take this woman to the police. So my boy called me and said, "Leader, what should we do?" I said to him, "Bill, if we do nothing about this woman might do worse things to this little child. And then chances are, if we expose her, she might also do worse. Or she might not do anything like this to this little child again." So we decided that we would take the risk to act. We could not let this little child go through this. And I was so pained and angry when I heard this, that especially this is somebody's child whose both parents are dead. You do this to a 7-year-old baby, an orphan, mom dead, pa dead. This kind of wickedness. And I said, look, if this woman is like this, we might need to find somebody for the little child to stay with, and I will even help that family. But this is just absolute wickedness to treat somebody's baby like this. Burn the child with a red hot knife. This is wickedness. And so we're going to make sure this woman is arrested by the police so that she can be punished for what she did to this child. This is wickedness. It is wrong. It's evil. It's pure evil. You don't have to like Henry Costa. You just have to be a good human being to be against such a thing, especially to an orphan. It really messed up my day yesterday. Well, folks, now we're going to leave it there, and we're going to go and and I will give you an update, folks, of that story. We're following it up. My boy Bill is going to the police station, and we're going to file a complaint against this woman. We're going to make sure they arrest her, and she will be punished for what she did. That's what we're going to do. If she refuses to keep this child, we're going to find a home and place this child in that home, and we'll help provide care for that child. That I can assure you we will do here. We will adopt this child in that sense of adoption, not as my own child carrying my own name, but to adapt her to a bride, to provide support for her, who we will consider doing that. We have our guest now. We're going to add her to this live stream. She is a very courageous young lady, and she's decided to finally break her silence, and she is here with us this morning. Good morning to you, Sawa.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Is it Sawal Mutalda? Sawa Mutalda. Thank you. Welcome to the Costa Show. Meet Bwakai, my co-host. He's there in Monrovia in our studio.
Hi, Bwakai. How are you?
Hi, how you doing? Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sawa, we thank you first for your courage coming forward to do this. It's a difficult thing when people have suffered or have seen a loved one or a relative suffer, as you have. Horror throughout, and sometimes the victims are victimized, or the people who are victimized in another way because people want them to be quiet. People want them to not speak out. And I must say, I want to commend you for setting up that petition on change.org right after you listened to the interview with Dr. Alan White, a petition to have Prince Johnson specifically brought to justice for his crimes against the Liberian people, and in particular, in your case, against your family for snatching your sister's life away. There are no words good enough to convey our sympathies to you and everyone else who has suffered and who is still suffering in silence. Thank you for agreeing to come on today to break your silence. Welcome to the Costa Show.
Thank you so much. I am a little bit nervous.
I understand that. Relax yourself. Just imagine as you and I talking. Ignore the numbers. Thousands of people listening and watching on Facebook as well. Just talk to us as you and I spoke the other day on the phone.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for having me. Good morning to everybody in Liberia. I wish you all well. I hope you're all doing well today. And thank you for having me as well.
Good.
Yeah.
So let me try to ease it up a little bit. So tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind, first, before we go into the story. Just if you're comfortable with that, who you are. Not much, just if you're comfortable with sharing.
Just that I'm Sawa, and I'm a Liberian who was devastatingly affected by the war, by the ramifications of the war. I'm still living with internal injuries that no one can see till this day. It affects me every single day of my life in the form of anxiety, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder that I'm dealing with whenever I encounter difficult situations. It's very difficult for me to just be myself. So in a nutshell,
That's enough. That is more than enough. So let's go to your story. Share with us as much as you're comfortable with sharing. No pressure. The floor is yours.
all right. Well, I wanted to share my story today, not only for my sister, Lila, who was killed, but for all the Liberians who were unlawfully and arbitrarily murdered by not only Prince Johnson, but anyone else who considered themselves a warlord and participated in the unlawful killings of thousands of Liberian people who have not had the opportunity to speak out and to share their stories and who are living in pain today. I believe that this is the time, and we have been silent and suffering in silence for too long. And I'm taking this opportunity and using it as an impetus to start a movement to bring justice to my sister and to a lot of other people who are suffering today as victims, not only victims of the war, but also, who were affected by the war.
Good. So around what time all of this occurred? Your experience with your sister and your story. So you may now share the narrative with us.
Yeah, so my sister Lila, she was a beautiful young 16-year-old girl and very charismatic, unlike me. She had a lot of friends, well known, and very kind and loving to especially younger children. It happened in 1991, I think in July is when it happened. She was abducted and killed by Prince Johnson.
And how did it, Lila? Well, I mean, Sawat, your sister Lila. Where did it happen, and how did he come upon her? And just a little bit more detail, if you don't mind.
Okay, because I believe that her story will embolden people to come forward who have been afraid to come forward for so long. And I strongly believe that her story could be included in the war crimes and economic court, which is what I'm petitioning for. I am a little afraid to go into too much detail. Some of it, I myself, I'm not even privy to. All I know is I walked my sister to the Mount Barclay market in the morning. I gave her a hug. I didn't know it was the last time I was going to see her. I didn't know. It was raining. We were hugging each other under the umbrella, and I hugged her. She was going to town to buy some clothes. At that time, I was selling soft drinks in the Mount Barclay market, and she was selling used clothes. We were both young. I was 13, she was 16. And she left, and all I know is she never came back home. A few days later, we heard that she was around the port or something, and she was seen by Prince Johnson and kidnapped or abducted, and that she was murdered after that.
Wow. Yes, the day before, we hosted a gentleman who shared his ordeal and what Prince Johnson's soldiers did to him personally, to his family, and how he witnessed a woman, fair in complexion, be murdered by Prince Johnson. So he had this thing for fair, light-skinned women, and if he would make advances at them, and if they didn't respond in a favorable way, he would kill them. And today, when you hear Prince Johnson and others like him, because it was not just him who committed atrocities, when you hear them put up this posture of no contrition, no remorse, defiance, how does that make you feel as someone who lost a very close relative, a sibling, a sister? How does that make you feel? Every time he opens his mouth and speaks the way he does.
It's very, very painful to watch. It's painful to hear. It sickens me, and I feel for my mother. I feel for my family. We never got to grieve. We never saw her again. She doesn't have a grave. We just heard that her body was thrown somewhere in Caldwell, and that's the torture we've had to live with. Once in a while, I remember her birthday and I say a prayer for her. I lift up balloons for her and remember her. My children ask, "Mommy, do you have a sister?" And I have to explain, yes, I did. And they want to know details. I can't go into it too much because it was so horrific. So yeah, seeing that we enable someone who committed such atrocities to be a leader is quite disheartening for me personally. And I want solidarity from the world. I want solidarity from the United Nations to join us in our pain. We have been in a stagnant period, and I believe that we need a convalescent period, a period where we can heal, and healing can only start by addressing the atrocities that were committed to us. How can we heal if we have people in power as our leaders who harmed us? I'm from a medical background, and you cannot expect healing if you keep subjecting yourself to the same situation. If an antibiotic is harmful and has adverse reactions in your body, I would discontinue it because I know it causes harm. So in the same vein, I can't reconcile that this is still going on today. We need change, we need healing. And it can only happen with people like me coming forward to tell our stories, to bring attention to the issues that were committed, and for justice to be served finally. And I believe this is the beginning.
I believe the international community seems to have ramped up their efforts to ensuring that for once and finally justice is served, and those who committed such egregious crimes, egregious atrocities against the people of Liberia are brought to book. While that certainly will not or would not bring back your sister and everyone else who was maimed, murdered, raped, tortured, but it would help assuage to a degree the pain and suffering that you carry. would bring closure. And finally, people can say, well, at least that's what justice does. There's just something sweet and unique about justice. Everybody wants justice. Everybody deserves justice. And I am confident that we will have sweet justice soon and very soon. Now, so you Liberians are very strong people. So you would agree, even with what you personally experienced and your family members, we're still able to carry on with our daily lives with a very remarkable degree of normalcy. Unlike the Americans, who I mean, they're easily and this is by no means an offense against them, but what do you make of our resilience, our emotional strength and endurance and resilience? I mean, because we were not, there was no justice that put her at ease and helped assuage the pain and suffering that we're carrying, and yet we managed to just pick ourselves up and just keep on moving. What does that say to you about the Liberian psyche?
It's very powerful. I believe that above all, we are extremely resilient to have gone through what we went through and still be able to function daily, to achieve our goals and press on and move forward and establish organizations and impact lives in positive ways. It just speaks to how strong we are. I am extremely proud of every single Liberian who had not only persevered through years and years of pain and torture, but I am hoping one day that justice will be served and that we can turn over a completely new leaf. It may not happen in our generation, but I am hopeful that the next generation of Liberians will see how resilient we were, how strong we were, and that can be a testament to anything else that may come in the future. If such a thing were to, God forbid, arise again or raise its ugly head, that they can learn from our resilience and be able to resist and sustain the change that we are trying to advocate for now. That's what I have to say on that.
Thank you so much. I want to thank you again for coming on, for speaking out. We're hearing, and we pray that what we're hearing will pan out, that justice is coming. We're hearing that. In the case of Prince Johnson, we're particularly hearing that the Americans, the United States government, has decided that they're going to take action against him personally for the murder of that American missionary, Leone. Now, if and when that's done, well, you could share in that justice when it is served. Warm and nicely served. And so the people such as himself, remorseless, heartless, cruel man, cold-hearted, can be put in their place. And we hope that you and everyone who shares a story as horrific as yours to move on finally and have closure. Thank you so much for coming on, and we appreciate it. We'll keep in touch with you. Let's give you a minute to close up.
Thank you so much. I guess I will close up with two of my favorite quotes when it comes to justice. The first one is by Malcolm X, and he said, "I am for truth, no matter where it comes from. I am for truth, no matter who it's for or who it's against. I'm for justice, no matter who it's for or who it's against. And above all, I am for humanity and whatever serves in the best interest of humanity. And then my second favorite quote is by Martin Luther King. And he said, "You begin to die the day that you don't speak up about things that matter to you." So, in closing, to all the Liberians and Americans and whoever is watching today, I am usually a very shy person. For anyone who knows me, I'm reserved, introverted. But I learned many years ago when I was interviewing for a job that initially the lady interviewing, the manager, she declined me. She didn't accept me. And I felt that I so much deserved that position that I went above her, because the reason that she gave me for rejecting my application, it didn't sit quite well with me because I knew I was qualified for it. So basically, that quote drove me to speak up about the unfairness of the manager who didn't hire me. I went above her to her director. And within an instant, I was hired. It's a little, the story is a little fickle, I understand. It's not related to this at all, but it serves me great honor to be able to quote Dr. Martin Luther King, who laid his life down, knowing that his children could be killed, to advocate for the freedom and justice of not only Black people, but disenfranchised and marginalized people all over the world who are still benefiting today here in America. So I am here and I'm speaking up, even though I'm afraid as heck. And I'm just saying to all the Liberians that we will continue to die inside if we don't come together and collectively speak up about what has happened to us. We will die. Our generations will die. And that die, I may not mean physically, but internally. This will continue to perpetuate for generations and generations to come. Our country is the poorest in the world. 70% of the revenue that comes to Liberia comes from outside family members that send money to our country. These things should change, and it will begin by us coming together and speaking up and getting people accountable for their actions that were involuntarily brought upon us for selfish reasons. So I implore you all, let's get together. Let's petition for the War and Economic Crimes Court to bring justice to our family members, to our loved ones, who till this day, some of them don't have graves, and we just hold them dearly in our hearts. So I thank you all for this audience. I'm humbled. I feel like I'm going to break down any second, but thank you.
You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. And we thank you and we're proud of you. And I want to say kudos and congratulations on your upcoming accomplishment. Of course, you've already accomplished it. It's just closing that. And as I said, keep your fingers crossed. Justice will be served soon and very soon, God willing.
Amen.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Barta. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
There you have it. She is a strong woman. I spoke to her a few days ago. A friend of mine connected us. She's a nurse practitioner. She's graduating in December, I believe, with her doctorate degree. I think she should be turning as a medical doctor, I think. Yeah. In December. And she's doing very well. Brilliant, well-spoken. As she said, she's introverted and a little shy. That's why we couldn't keep her too long. Uh, but she's very, very brilliant. But some people are not for too much talking. They can say what they want to say in a short period of time and say it very powerfully, as she did, but they don't have to speak for long. They're not cut out for the long speeches, but they can speak very well, as she does. And so her story is quite similar to the stories of so many people out there. She started a petition. It's out on the website change.org. She's calling for petitions, for signatures. When she spoke with me a few days ago, she had at that time already solicited 130 signatures, and that was impressive. I'll find the link. I'll ask her for the link, and we can share it so that you all can go and sign up. We're gonna go to the phone lines, Boga. We're gonna take some calls. Gladys Doe, I want to say happy birthday to you. Gladys Doe of Minnesota, the darling wife and sweetheart of my brother Bomi Amos. Gladys, today's your birthday, and I want to say happy birthday from your hubby, Bomi. He wants me to do this for you. He wishes you all the best, and hope you're going to have a wonderful birthday today. We're gonna go to the phone lines now, Baga, and take some calls there.
No, that chip in a little bit on the
yes,
former vice president appearance yesterday on.
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, I am yet to listen to the entire to watch the entire interview, but the little bit I watched of it and the sound bites of the interview that have been making rounds on Facebook is it's got Facebook a boss, social media.
Yeah,
it must have been a very interesting interview. He answered all of the hard questions that were asked or posed to him by T-Max. Questions about his age. He answered by saying wine is better when it comes with age, I think, something like that. They asked him about the delegation or something about the delegation in the United States. He said they're taking pictures. It looked like he borrowed that line from us with taxi drivers. And
janitors.
Yeah, I think it was a great interview from the little bit that I watched of it and the sound bites that I've read on social media. But we will leave it to the public, so we're going to go to the phone lines and hear from our folks who are watching and listening to the Costa Show this morning. Let's go to the lines. We've got another 35 minutes to go. We're going to talk to our people.
0770-102-102, 086-010-383, 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora, you can call on the WhatsApp number that's +231 888-624171. That's +231 888-624171. Those are the numbers that you can call, and you will be live with us here this morning. So, we'll stay taking your calls. The phone lines are open. So, I don't know. The delegation is expected back home this weekend, right?
I had no idea. I'm told they're coming back this week, but I don't know whether the weekend. I mean, nobody cares about that delegation. No boys can walk around.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Vic P. Jones in the second. I call you there in the morning for the LPRC. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to know, understand some things, I want Mr. Costa to better explain, what is the connection, the relationship between the Baka land, me, and then the Kumi? What is your take on that whole collaboration? Is it working? Is it possible to take on George Weah 2023?
What sort of question is that?
Hello.
I just need a little clarity to understand, the political landscape right now and to know what is your own view as a political analyst, and a commentator. What is it like when it comes to 2023? The combination. Do you see a possible, Mr. Costa?
Beat George Weah very easily. It will be an easy ride to flog him the way we flog him in the Senate election. That's how we flog him. And the reason we'll flog him is not because Joe Bugger is so strong and powerful or Cummings is so strong and powerful. It is because Weah is so damn wicked and so damn corrupt and so damn incompetent. That's all.
Hello?
Dog.
Yeah, but the question is, man, and I know you're valid intellectually, but you're Liberia. It's just not an easy thing for collaboration to hold. And Kumi is now feeling hostile, and Joe Bugger is looking in the direction that he's the best for Liberia. You think he's the best number 9.
All right.
So you think if the split come in the middle, you think it's possible for anyone to win, or Georgia will think a bit? Be honest with yourself, Mr. Costa.
Okay.
My man, I say it will hold. My man, Bugger, take another caller, man. If you ain't addressing the man, why you just got a man on? It will hold. Let's take another caller. Thank you.
0770.
Don't cry more than the Riviera. The CPP will hold. All the noise you see Bugger people making and Cummings people making, it will settle. I'll go to the convention and we elect one person.
Good morning.
They will work together.
Yeah, good morning, Bugger. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good morning, brother. This is Maurice the Mayor. John Costa, bro.
Welcome.
Yeah, how are you, Mr. Aaron Costa? Hi, straight to the topic. Hi, Mr. Costa. First day I want to say your grandson's birthday will be June 2nd, and next month. So he wants you to do something for. And straight to the topic. I am one of the veterans of the war. I was 6 years old at the time. My father killed my father in Mandina in my hometown. So if the people will not try to bring justice, the Liberian government not try to bring justice, it will be problem. Because I very destroyed. For my small town, just imagine for 6 years, they killed my father, ripped the hand our house. So just imagine that pain stay in me and my family. My mother today she's struggling to make me for the other sisters that I have and the other brother. It's very terrible. So we have to bring justice, and also Liberia will not have peace.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to
Morris. I didn't know that. I didn't know that ordeal, Morris. Wow.
Yeah, let's go to area code plus 917. Welcome. Your name, where you calling us from?
I'm Melvin Begeriam Sama, and I join you from India.
India, welcome, my brother.
Yeah, I would like to speak to the issue of the CPP.
Okay.
Costa, you see, the CPP, one thing they should know that they are going against a giant. They are going against a political giant. George Weah is currently a president, and he's a hero in Liberia also, I can say, because once you are a president, you stand all chance, and you stand a 85% chance to win an election, especially.
That is not true. Where you get your percentage from?
No,
you that
the CPP and
and speak irrationally.
To just win George Weah. The only way the CPP can bring down George Weah is to collaborate, like what they did. But for me to see and separating, it's not very astonishing to see the CPP separating with the idea that they want to bring down George Weah. That is going to be very, 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 very disgusting. It's not going to be easy. If that will hold, it's going to be some kind of miracle.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hold on, boy. You don't know politics, and you speak as though you do. You're a typical Liberian man. Talk about 85%. What kind of man? What are you talking about? George Weah has a small base, support base of between 28 to 30%. That was reflected in the the first two elections he participated in. In 2005, he got 28%. In 2011, when he went as VP under Tupma, the both of them got 32%. In 2017, with Joe Howard Taylor and the MPP support, Joe Weah got 38%. 38%. That's Joe Weah's real strength is 30% of the voting bloc. That means 70% of the voters don't support George Weah. So where are you coming from? Where your numbers? George Weah has originally 28%, 30% maximum of the voting base. When you subtract 30% from 100%, you are left with 70% of the voters who don't vote for George Weah. That's what you're left with. Charles Taylor received 75% of the votes in 1997. 75%. George Weah, 28%. This whole myth that George Weah is so popular is absolute nonsense. You see? So you are wrong. You don't know what you're saying. George Weah is not going to be hard to beat. Here is why. Mathematically, let's look at the numbers. Don't give me your irrational and stupid political assessments. The numbers. Joe Weah got 38% because of him and Joe Howard Taylor. The votes he got in the second round, they are not that made him president. They are not his supporters. They are people who supported other candidates in the first round and made that consideration because they didn't want Joe Buckeye, or at least according to the election results, thanks to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But the issue here is this: the collaboration has cracked, has crumbled. NPP and CDC and LPDP are finished. Some of you looking for a failed collaboration. Why are you looking further than CDC? Joe Howard Taylor is not happy with Joe Weah. You all know that. They're fighting her publicly. She's complaining herself. Their collaboration has failed. Ellis Tyler is not happy with George Weah either. We all know that. He ran in bombing the flocking like market dog. The other day, George Weah was putting more on him in bombing. You were speaker for many years. Look at your county. Nothing. This was George Weah himself saying it. So, for you to say to beat George Weah will be very hard, he got an 85% chance. I'm sorry. You don't know what you're talking. You know what his chance is? You go back to what? 38% chance, because that's what he did in the first round. Holding all things constant, assuming that he will not lose any of his supporters. Holding all things constant. That means he got a 38% chance of winning. You can just call numbers. Liberians are the only country where I see people can just get and just call statistics. They can just create numbers in their head and just call it. What you call 85% chance of winning? George Weah picked up 38% of the votes because of the combined forces of him and Joel. Because Ellis Tyler ain't worth shit. Sorry for my expression. But now that collaboration has cracked. Many MPP supporters are pissed off about the way they are behaving. Now, the reason why George Weah no longer enjoys that 28% support base with seditions is because of one reason. It's no longer 28%. You would have to reduce that number. You would have to reduce that number because there are many seditions, Buckeye, who supported George Weah that have now left George Weah.
Sure.
There are many people who supported George Weah that no longer support George Weah.
Yeah.
You know anybody that did not support George Weah, but now supports him?
No.
You know people who were against George Weah, but now support George Weah. So this is stupid. Base your numbers on if George Weah was still popular. George Weah would have helped all those people win the election in December last year. But because George Weah has diminished in popularity, that's why you see him the way he is. Eh? All the people whose hands he raised, they got flocked. Le market dog.
Yeah.
Every single person, Ava Jones from Magibi, they flocking le market dog. Eric Styler in Bombing, they flocking le market dog. Thomas Panga Fala in Monserrate County, they flocking le market dog. Let's go, brother. Name them. Let's go. Who else raised a hand?
He went to Lofa County and
he went to Bummy. He raised the hand. I mean, he went to Bon County. He raised the hand of Henry Yala. They flogging the market dog. Grand Cape Man County. Victor Watson. They flogging the market dog. Made him the shortest service senator in the history of Grand Cape Man, or perhaps in it. So
Liberia, Costa.
Huh?
In the history of Liberia.
Perhaps in the history of the country. I don't know. That's why I said perhaps. I gotta look at the data. I gotta look at the statistics. But certainly one of the shortest serving. Yeah. But he went Bassa. He raised a hand. Beston got Finlay. They're flogging the market dog.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say? Every person George Weah raised their hand, they flogged in the market dog.
Yeah.
The George Weah from 2005 and the George Weah of 2011, and prior to becoming president, was a George Weah who 7 out of 10 times, if you raise your hand, you would win. 7 out of 10 times. If George Weah raised your hand, you would win. But today, everybody whose hand he raised lost. What does that tell you about George Weah? His political capital has significantly diminished.
Yeah.
He is VC. He is no longer the George Weah pre-presidency. The moment he became president and started stealing and building mansions, his support base diminished. This is a man who, according to the election results, won 14 out of 15 counties. Yet, this same man was not able to deliver victories for CDC 3 years later. 3 years later, they flock him, the market dog. Grand Cru County, his own county, they flock him, the market dog.
Maryland.
Maryland County, it's not even him that won that. Bonnie is from MPP.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Jita County, the reason they won that is because they carry Zoe Penner, who is by himself popular.
Yeah.
So go back to the numbers. In 2005, Mr. Weah picked up 28% of the votes. In 2011, when he paired up with Winston Tutman, they got 32 to 34% of the vote, somewhere around that.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say to you? George Weah support base hovers anywhere in the neighborhood of 28% to 30%. Let's just give George Weah 30% of the voting base. 30%. With Joe Howard Taylor coming on board, George Weah moved up to 38% in 2017. With all our support from Ellie and all our money and all. What does that tell you? So now you want to say this. Looking at George Weah, do you think he still maintains 38% of the voting base? Of course not. He does not control 38% of the voting base anymore, because there are many people who were ardent, loyal supporters of Weah who are now against Weah. So for anybody to say, George Weah is still strong, George Weah still got a lot of support, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're saying, because he is no longer the George Weah with his own 30% of the voting base. Every county this man support people in, they lost. Every county. The few people who won, they won because they are strong individually. Barney is MPP. Zoe Penner was independent all his years in the legislature. They only recruited him to join the CDC in 2020 when he ran for the Senate. Other than that, everybody CDC supported lost. Boto kind of flock Africa in Bapolu. CDC Africa. Name them everywhere. Wellington Jeevan Smith flocked the CDC guy in Riverside County. You want to go in River G? Amos Badi or Badi. Jonathan Sebo flock him there. So what are you talking about? George Weah does not have an 85% chance of winning. George Weah has less than 30% chance of winning. And why do I say that? Because that's what the numbers say. The man picked up 38% of the votes. He and Joe Howard Taylor, and we know Joe Howard Taylor brought a lot to the table. She got elected senator in 2005, re-elected in 2014, even though by a very tiny margin. But here is the issue. How can you look at this man who struggled to win an election and who had to go to second round? The man had to go to second round. He got 38%. The law says you must get what? 50% plus 1. Boy guy?
Yeah.
Joe Weah got 38%. That means Joe Weah was 12% shy of picking up the 50% plus 1 vote to win. 12% shy. 12%. The law says you must get 50% plus 1 vote to win. Joe Weah got 38%. That's why that is what necessitated the second round vote. So in the second round, Joe Weah had to pick up 12% more votes from other people to win. Now, let me ask you a question. Looking at the numbers, not a question, I'm making a statement based on the analysis. If George Weah goes into the election in 2023, we will pick up, if the election is forced, if we stay together as the CPP, if we stay together as the CPP, we will flock George Weah in the first round. And here is why. Mathematically, statistically, when you add the combined votes of the CPP, Joe Boakai alone picked up 446,000 votes. Boakai alone. Ellis Cummings got 112,000 votes. 112,000 votes. You add the ALP votes. You add the Liberty Party votes. They make up way more than the votes that we have received in the first round of the election in 2017. Now, holding all things constant, assuming that the supporters of the 4 collaborating parties in the CPP will vote for them again, just those votes alone will take them over George Weah's votes that he got. Just those votes alone. Now, considering what George Weah has done to the country, how he has hurt the people, how the people are suffering, George Weah has sent more people our way. The CPP is not losing people to George Weah. When was the last time you heard any CPP person, serious person, going to join George Weah? It is the other way around. It is Weah that is losing his supporters to the opposition. So here is what's going to happen. The combined forces of the CPP, projected and represented by a single candidate for president, will whip George Weah in the first round of the election with nothing less than 55% of the votes. That is my projection. And I make this projection based on my experience in Liberian politics. When we stay together and George Weah continues to mess up and destroy the country's economy and the people suffer and suffer, we will win with nothing less than 55%. And that means we would flock this man in the very first round of the election. That's what we're talking about. Can't talk about the George Weah chances of winning at 85%. You know what it means to say somebody chances at 85%? That means you're saying that George Weah will pick up 85% of the votes. This is a numbers game, and not sentiments, that numbers. In 3 years, the man has lost a lot of his supporters. Right now, if you ask me, of the 28% support base George Weah enjoys or has enjoyed, how much of that base you think is still intact? I would say maybe 25% or 20%. If you ask me, I would tell you maybe George Weah only has about 20% of his supporters. I mean, now he only had 20% of the overall voting block. So he had 28%, right? If you ask me now, I would say that his 28% has reduced to 20%. Or maybe if I want to be generous, I'll probably say maybe 22%. But George Weah has certainly lost a lot of seditions, and we see them every day right on the live feed. Let me ask you, if you were a sedition and you supported George Weah throughout, and you no longer support him today because of the way he's running the country, please make it known by saying yes. If you were a sedition and supported George Weah throughout, but decided to no longer support him, whether it was last year or year before or yesterday, make it known by saying yes. Let's go to the phone lines. So Mr. Weah no longer has 28% of the voting block. I'm going to give him anywhere between 23 to 25%. I'm seeing yeses here already. Pee Wee Lapa says yes. Andrew Bond said yes. Joseph Baba said yes. King Puku Freeman said yes. Nivamara Kamara says yes. Robert Hilton says yes. Tennis Sambola says yes. James Kadamai says yes. Stephen Watson says yes. James W.T.M.A. says yes. Rafael Aventao says yes. Charles P. King says yes. Thomas H. Muna Sr. says yes. Tina Mane says yes. Tina, I didn't know you supported George Weah before. Jacob K. Williams says yes. Cephas Livingston says yes. Justin Morris says yes. Kelvin Kalazu. Eli Christopher says yes. Demsa Greer says yes. Samuel Cooper says yes. Kukulama says yes. Debbie Nimini Gole says yes. Fore Carter says yes. Clarence, are you kidding? If you have been honest with these yeses, if you have been honest, then George Weah is in serious trouble. People that poke around and supported George Weah, oh, Momo Johnson supported George Weah. I don't know whether people know that or knew that. Momo Johnson supported CDC. He was vice chair for mobilization of the Jama movement for the election of George Weah.
David Queen Nangbe.
David Queen Nangbe, who is now with the COP, supported George Weah. So these are people. Look at the people here. I mean, Tina Mane, I didn't know my sister. I didn't know you supported George Weah. Cecilia Paul, right here. She supported George Weah, which we all know. She supported George Weah more than most of you, with lots of resources, financial resources. Left this country, went to Liberia to campaign for him, all that kind of thing. But I didn't know. So George Weah is in serious trouble. There are lots of people who supported George Weah who no longer support George Weah. So George Weah no longer enjoys 28% of the voting base. So to that guy who said George Weah got 85% chance of winning, you are wrong. George Weah has less than 25% chance of winning. How is Mr. Weah going to convince people? Basketball, our own man basketball supported George Weah. I didn't know that. George Weah get trouble. So he has lost all these people. Clarence Fambule says 100% yes. These people say they supported George Weah, but today they no longer supporting. Even our own man Lolai Kamara will not support George Weah again. Our own man Mike Jabate will not support George Weah again. You heard what he said the last time, yeah. So George Weah is in trouble. So for George Weah to win another election, he has to first maintain his entire base. All of those who have left him, he has to make them come back to him. Then he has to win people from CPP. Boy, guy, how is we are going to convince people who are against him to go and support him now? I don't see it happening.
I think Lola he need to go Guinea now because Lola going back Guinea.
Let's take some more calls there. Let's go to the lines and take calls there. If you supported George Weah and no longer support him, please answer by saying yes. When you call, just tell us. Philip Justice, you supported Weah, and you're one of the biggest Henry Costa supporters I know today. We are in trouble. He's in trouble. Or idiot about incumbency factor. Incumbency factor only means stealing government money and attempting to steal election. That's all. That's the only thing the incumbency can do for you. Incumbency factor. You damn fool. Sedition. Stupid man. That one of the few stupiditians who have refused to leave George Weah's side, still supporting Weah. Foolish man. Let's take some calls. Talk about incumbency factor. Incumbency factor means access the government money. Access the government money to run campaign, which will not help you still. And attempting to steal election, which the international community will not allow. You will not cheat. You will not be allowed to cheat, George Weah. George Weah ain't got no support again like before. But you see the thing? The man raised people here, the people lost the election. Obey, exactly. Obey, my own man. Even though when you read it, you put him on me. He wanted to put who supported George Weah, and today he hates his guts. You want me to go on? I said, Tukpa. Mobilize resources. Help structure CDC here in America more than anybody else I know. Brought professional people on board. Zaka man, who took over from Isaac Tukpa. A very professional man working in corporate America. All those people today are against George Weah. My name George. A big CDC today against George Weah. I can go on and on. The list is long. Many people who supported Weah no longer support him. But name people you know who never supported him, then now support him. George Gaudier Solo, who's doing very well for himself here in America, supported George Weah financially in many ways. Vanny Saki, big supporter of George Weah through Ellis Tyler. Today, he can stand around, Weah walks on. You want us to go on? We can name plenty of people for you who hate George Weah's guts today. Let's take some calls. George Weah can win election. They see people will win with no less than 55% in the first round. Let's take calls. No less than 55%.
Hello.
Of the
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I honor Henry P. Costa. I am Musa Mike Mara. I'm calling from the political capital city of Jacotown, Israel. I listened to that woman's story from the leader. I have a sad story for you.
Oh, Mark, you have to change your position. You are coming in broken. Oh, sorry, you will have to call back. I just don't know. Your line just went like that. But we take more calls. 0770-102-102-886-010383 555-102. Good morning.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, Musa Mike Kamara.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have another story like what that woman said. I'll make it short. In Campley, when the war started, I graduated in 1989 from the 6th grade class in England School in Campley. My father was a police commander in Campley. When the war was coming, the police commander for Sunny Quay for Nimba County was on the way on. Every morning they arrest my father, carry my father, Sunny Quay, and jail him. In the evening they bring him back to Campley. Only to know that the war was coming. When the war entered in shock, I know some people, I was a child even though. My father was arrested, he was a police commander in a short trouser. Before they arrest my father, they lay me down, put net to my throat. And when they shoot the gun, my father thought they already killed me. And then my father came down from the scene.
At that time, the guy who wanted to come at your house, so blood on your hand, the level in your hand. And they took on all sides against the Lord our Father and took the mattress on our head and placed it in the mattress and bring living to ashes in our present conflict, the turning point of the war. So for me, I support the war concourse.
They say
He who came to
your dad.
Monrovia went back again, the war continued. Morrissey farm, my uncle was laid down and slaughtered before my grandmother. So all of those things we are experiencing our crisis in the war, I saw them. My late brother, my big brother was tied and placed in the water drawbridge. So I'm supporting the war council. At any cost, the war council must cancel and get freedom in all counties. Those who slaughter people, know some of them, they're moving in Lima, they're in leadership, they're in county leadership, and they're tormenting our people, suppressing our people in Lima. We know them by faces, we know them by name. So I'm supporting the war council. I really want to walk out because sometimes I don't have I have those dreams. I have a bad dream sometimes and imagine what happened to my parents. So please, Costa, I'm supporting the process.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Let's take more calls there. Thank you.
We'll take more calls.
If you supported We Are in 2017 and you're now, so when you ask Sidicians, what makes you think We Are will win in 2023 when everybody he supported in 2020 lost? What makes you think he will win when the people rejected the people he supported? And by extension, it was We Are they were actually rejecting Boakai. In fact, We Are made the people lose. Some of the people may have won, but just because We Are supported them, that's why they lost. So when you ask them, why didn't We Are help the people he supported win? Why would he, if the people he supported, the people who he campaigned for, lost, why would he be accepted or given a second term when the people he supported were rejected? That's the question. Why would he win again when the people he supported were rejected? When you ask Sidicians that question, they can't answer. They can't answer. That's the question I want Sidician to answer. Why would Mr. We Are win another election when the people he supported, every single one of them, lost the election? You remember John Weah went to District 13. He supported John Weah. John Weah lost the election. John Weah supported Polita Way. Polita Way lost the election. He supported Marvin Cole in Bon County against Henry Topa and others. Marvin Cole lost the election. You want me to go on? I'll go on. John Weah has supported so many people who lost. John Weah cannot tell you the last time he supported anybody that won an election. Name one individual John Weah recently supported in the last several years that won an election. So if John Weah cannot help somebody win an election, Boakai, how can John Weah help himself win another election? Boakai.
Yeah.
That's the question. John Weah supported Ava Jones in Magibi, the flogging the market dog. Thomas Fowler, flogging the market dog. Ellis King Kong Tyler, Corruption King Kong Tyler, flogging the market dog. Henry Yara, Bon County, flogging the market dog. Peter Coleman, Grand Crew, flogging the market dog. Grand Jida County, Zopena didn't win because of John Weah, people. Don't get it twisted. My man ZEP won the election because of himself. Since 2005, Zopena been winning election in Grand Jida County. He only lost one when he ran for the Senate against Marshall Denny won it. That was in 2014. Zopena, he never won because CDC went after him. So the only person of recent that John Weah campaigned for that you can say, and some CDC will say, okay, that because John Weah, that you will say that Abu Kamara. But we know that election was stolen. The Abu Kamara District 15 election was stolen. So my people, you please tell me who has Weah supported of recent that won an election? Everybody they Sanama Swan supported lost. Then how can you tell me he's going to win? He cannot win. His voting base, that it was 28%. But he been eating it with greed, corruption. He been eating his voting base until it has shrunk. It is extremely small today. Let's go back to the phone lines and take some more calls there. So you sit on there and you say, Joe, we will win election. Look, let me tell you something. If the only thing, if the CPP were to break up today, we'll still flog Joe we are. But it might force a second round election. That is the only possible or likely outcome of the CPP splintering. If the CPP were to break up, it might force us to go to a second round, because if Cummings were to run on his own and Braga on his own against we are, you are talking, the votes will go largely three ways. Braga and we are will face off in the second round. More than likely, it will be Braga and we are. It's not gonna be Cummings. Braga got 446,000 votes. Cummings got 112,000 votes. Let's do the math. Someone else say, "Oh, but those numbers they don't matter. They don't matter today." Fine, but then what do you base on? You base it on the last election results. What your strength? So you see, Joe Braga got 4 times the vote that Ellis Cummings got. 4 times. 4. You can put Cummings 112,000 vote in Braga 446,000 vote. How many times? 4 times. 4. 112,000 votes versus 446,000 votes. So right now, if you were to split the CPP, Braga will go to second round. Cummings will not make it to second round. It is as simple as that. And that what the citizen can say. They can say, "Oh, the December 8th, our legislative election, that was not presidential election." And so they are so stupid that they make that comparison. I mean, that's their excuse. Their excuse is, "Oh, we are not running himself." That's what they can say. That's what they can say. We are not running. So when we are running now, we are will win. You see? You see? So the issue here is, if the CPP were to split, the only man in the CPP that can make it to the second round will be Joseph Boakai. It is as simple as that. And I speak based on the numbers. There is no way Cummings would surpass Boakai to make it to the second round. When this is the fact. This is just numbers. We're not speaking opinion, we're speaking numbers. Let's go to the lines and take some calls there. Numbers. So, but if the CBP holds, there will be no need for that, because we'll flog Mr. Weir in the first round. Now, I'm not against Cummings, though. I'm just telling you this is based on the numbers. The numbers are clear. Waka got 4 times more votes than Cummings. 4 times. Not, I said 4. You can put Boakai votes here. You put Cummings votes here. Cummings vote can go in Boakai votes 4 times. 4. You think that small thing? 4 times. So you have election right now. You say yeah, Chakla CPP. The only man in CPP that can make it to second round, that's Joseph Boakai. All the opinion polls that they've been doing of late, Boakai, ain't you been hearing some?
Sure.
On the local radio station in Tina, bro.
Yeah.
Between Cummings and Boakai, that who been winning?
Boakai.
I did one the other day, 5,000 comments, 5,600 comments. Joe Boakai got 68%. Cummings got 32%. You see that? 5,000. Somebody say I'm starting again. I'm giving you numbers. You say I'm starting again. These are the numbers. The numbers don't lie. You want me to speak the truth? This is my job. I'm a talk show host. Don't bring that thing with me, man. Cowboy, you hate Cummings. To hell with y'all. I'm tired with that nonsense. You hate Cummings. What the hell are you hating for? The Cummings people, y'all just damn stupid. Y'all need to stop that nonsense. Soon you talk, you hate Cummings. Why hating for? He and myself loving to the same woman. Talk it, man. Boy, they are terrible. You're not a get on people's skin. This is not about hating Cummings. The numbers are the numbers. Boy, got 446,000 votes. Cummings got 112,000 votes. Then when you talk, you just hate Cummings. Nonsense. You sound jealous seditious. That's what they can tell you. When you talk about we are, they can say you hate we are. The exact same attitude of the Ellis Cummings supporters. Joe Boaga picked up 446,000 votes. Y'all vote right here on the live feed. Right here, right now. Let's open the phone line. Let people call and vote. Boaga, open the phone lines. Let them call and vote. Let's mark it. Open the phone lines. 10 seconds per caller. Cummings versus Boaga. Let's do it right now. JMB, ABC. Boaga, go ahead. Open the phone lines. Let them call.
It says 010383. The WhatsApp number is.
And on the live feed, you'll be voting. You will see how many times Boaga will appear and how many times Cummings will appear. Y'all let do the thing here now. Let's open the phone line. Y'all vote on the live Facebook feed. Over 1,000 plus people watching. You see? The people will rap Boaga 3 times, 4 times before they rap Cummings 1 time. Let's go to the lines. Look at the people writing. JMB, ABC, JMB, JMB.
Hello.
Call your name. Vote.
Okay. Boaga Kamara, good morning.
JMB or
call your vote. Just talk quick and go. We know you, Pagomo.
Now,
thank you. JMB 1. Let go. Take another caller. Quick. Let go. He gonna hit him all day. He talk. You hit Cummings. Y'all Thank you. 1. Take more calls. Y'all vote now. Y'all can man, y'all ANC people. Look at the people rating here, JMB all day. We can see Cummings.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah.
Costa.
Yes, call your name.
My brother, don't even hear the people. We know who we want.
Call your name and vote.
I'm Timothy Smith calling for Grand Bassa. No, Costa.
Vote.
Man. Like, bro, man, it tells you do the one here. Just go ahead and do the voting. Say the person that you want.
And announce the phone number again. The people are voting here. JMB, they're winning. We can't see Cummings on the voters. All day you talk, you hate the man. You hate Cummings. What kind of nonsense is that? I'm giving you the numbers. What can take calls?
All right, let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number here quickly. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Your name, where you calling from? Go ahead, vote.
I'm Prince Gay. JNB, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Take another caller. Quick.
Let's take the other person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Boaga Kamara.
Yeah, your name. Go ahead.
My name is James Masale, and I call from FEC or JMB all the way.
Okay.
Thank you. Keep voting.
Let's take another person.
Good morning. Call the numbers. Let the comment people.
Your name. Where you calling from?
Rari Kamara.
Okay, go ahead.
JMB.
Thank you.
Let's take this person from this line. Good morning.
JMB 5 coming 0.
Yeah. I'm Timothy Smith calling from Grand Bassa.
Go ahead.
Petro, don't hear your head.
Call your vote.
What kind of mayor so?
That man just stubborn. You want to talk?
Yeah, man.
Call your name vote, then you want to talk, man.
I don't want to come be. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm Abu Fofana. I'm calling from Warosa, JMB.
All right.
Thank you. Let's go. Y'all be marking the Dana one marking the votes. JMB got 6 votes now. LS Coming got 0. Y'all be marking it. Let's take more.
All right.
Y'all mark it too.
Take somebody from this line. Good morning. The WhatsApp number.
Yeah, Black Mohammed Warrior from Davi, JMB.
All right.
One. Let's go.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Black Eye Kamara. Good morning to the voice of the voiceless.
Go ahead.
JMB.
Thank you so much.
Call your name. We're going.
0770102102886
got 0 votes. Black
Those
call
in
the
the
number
diaspora
slowly.
can phone.
Call the number slowly, please. Start again.
The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. The local lines are 0770-102-102-086-010383. Let's take
Even
this
on
question.
Facebook, the votes that coming for JMB.
Hello?
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, I'm Lamini S. Connor from Bonkante.
Welcome.
Yeah, JNB.
Thank you. Let's take more calls, Baga. I want more. Let's take them quick.
Yeah, so let's take another person here. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I'm Jose 102.
Welcome.
Who you voting for?
JNB.
Thank you. We ain't got Cummings vote, yo. We got 10 votes for Buakai, 0 votes for Cummings. Call the numbers again, Buakai. Let's call the phone numbers.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
All
right. Thank you. JMB, let's take somebody from this angle here quickly.
ABC versus JMB. That's what we're doing here right now.
Good morning. I'm Blind Hill, JMB.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take another person here. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm a disgruntled sedition calling from Sweden, JMB.
Okay. Thank you so much.
13 votes for Buakai, 0 votes for Cummings so far. Call the phone number so everybody can have it. Maybe the Cummings
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. Your name, where you call you from?
My name is Abdullah Dore and I call you from Roma.
Italy. Welcome.
Okay, JNB.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
More calls.
077-0102-102-0886-010383. The WhatsApp number is +231 888
Every time you talk, I say you just hate Cummings. Why I hate the man for?
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Let the people vote.
Yeah, hello. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Michael Robertson, and I vote for JMB.
JMB, thank you.
JMB 15 votes. LS Cummings 0 votes. We're not taking the Facebook votes, though. We're only taking those who are calling.
Somebody from this WhatsApp number. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that person is reconnecting. Let's take this person. Good morning.
The thing is over.
Yeah, Timothy Boxman, JMB.
Okay.
Now you want vote now, Timothy. Let's take more calls.
Yeah, you say your name again?
We're doing that thing for 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bata. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name? Where you calling us from? Go ahead strictly to your voting.
I'm Obenki Cooper calling from Kentucky, Louisville. JMB.
All right, JMB. Let's come back to the local.
Let's just write the number under the post, under the feed, so I can pin the numbers. Let's just write it there now.
Okay.
So they can have the numbers to call, but take more calls.
0770102. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Baka. My name is Mohammed Kumar, Canada, and my candidate is JMB.
Okay.
Thank you very much. More calls. More calls. Keep them
coming in. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome. Your name is calling us from.
Hello.
Your name is calling us from. Welcome.
Hello.
Maka, let that man go. Take another caller.
Let's take this person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. JMB.
JMB, your name? Okay, the person left already. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, welcome.
Hello?
Hello, good morning, welcome.
Salome, I'm calling from Kingston, Juba, GMB.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
20 votes for JMB, 0 votes for Cummings so far.
Mm-hmm.
Announce the numbers again, Braga. I want to make sure everybody has the numbers so they can be able to call, so they can say only Braga people got the numbers.
Let's take this person.
Numbers again, slowly. I told you to write it under the feed.
Good morning, welcome.
To go.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning. This is Emmanuel. I'm calling from division number 15.
Yeah, welcome.
JMB.
Thank you. Take more calls.
They won't
play. To do opinion poll at Children play. Nonsense.
So I'm calling from the United States. Costa, don't even worry yourself. Don't hear your head because it's a clear indication JMB. So don't waste your time.
Yeah, but just vote, my brother. We respect your opinion, but just vote.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning on the WhatsApp number +393.
So far, I got 21 votes for Boga, 0 votes for Cummings. My man,
hello.
I saw the Cummings.
Yeah, welcome. Your name, where you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Harry Yana. I'm calling from Luxembourg this morning.
Luxembourg, welcome.
Yeah, JNB, let's go.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody.
More
take it from all around the world this morning. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Around the world, not only Liberia.
Yeah, good morning, welcome. Oh, I don't know what's you. Let's take another person here. Good morning. Oh, that person line is connecting. Good morning.
Good morning, JMB. This is Douglas calling from Europe, from Sweden, JMB.
Okay, from Sweden, JMB.
More calls.
Put a number there. All right, email place the number there already. Just pin it, of course.
Okay. I don't see the numbers he put here. Take more calls, Boga. Take more calls.
Let's take this person here. Good morning. Answer this caller. Good morning. Where are you calling from?
ABC all day, ABC.
Your name?
Thank you.
Okay, ABC.
Let's go. We got one vote now. Take more calls. Okay, these are the numbers. Thank you. I just pinned the numbers for you to call in and participate. These are the numbers to call. What they make out 10. I mean, Eduardo, look at that number you posted. Is that number correct? Eduardo.
What are you there? 770-102-102. Yeah, that's the number there.
Okay, fine. Those are the numbers. Go ahead. Let the people call. That not mean voting. Right. I'm not going
to take this question. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm coming from Buchanan, JMB.
JMB calling from.
Thank you. We did not intend to do this, but every day y'all say, "Oh, Costa, you hate Cummings. Why I hate Mr. Cummings for? Why I hate him for? Let the people vote. Y'all vote. Y'all call. We got 10 more minutes to go."
Welcome.
Good morning, Waka, and good morning to the Pedro Costa.
Yeah.
Let's connect JMB.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's take
JMB 25 votes. Ellis Cummings 1 vote.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Johnson, part of Makuta and JMB.
JMB, thank you. So the phone lines are open. The numbers up there. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number. +231 888 624171. Let's take this person.
You don't like comments. I supposed to let comments. I supposed to let anybody.
JMB.
David Bole calling from the United States. You say who?
JMB.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Mr. Pule.
Hey, guys, you don't like commies. You don't like.
Yeah,
You
good
hate
morning, welcome.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Hassan Barry.
Hassan Barry, welcome, my brother.
Yeah, JMB, my man.
All right.
Thank you. More votes. Take more calls.
Let's
I
take
don't
this
hate
other
commies,
person
yeah?
on the line. Good morning.
More calls.
JMB.
You say your name again?
Asumana Thomas from Baltimore.
JMB, right?
Asumana Thomas from Baltimore. JMB.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take another person from this line. Good morning.
Hello?
I hope you all telling the votes too because
Hello?
I'm telling the
Good morning,
vote.
welcome.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Welcome. Your name, go ahead.
Ayuba Dumia calling from River Liberia.
Yeah.
GMB.
Thank you so much for calling in.
More calls. Let them call.
Another person from this line. Good morning. Your name, go strictly to the point.
Yeah, I should not please call my name because I'm voting, but I'm voting for JMB, and I want to suggest that next time it should not even be JMB and anybody from the CPP. It should be JMB straight and CDC.
Yeah, you're right. Next time we'll do that.
Thank you so much. Let's take somebody from this WhatsApp number quickly. Good morning. Your name, where you calling us from?
Go.
Good morning, Waka. I'm calling from the East, JNB.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mommy, for calling from the East. We take all the phone lines are buzzing this morning.
Take the calls. We got 8 more minutes to go.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Your name, where you calling from?
Yes. Good morning. I'm Alvin Bita calling from West Africa.
Go ahead.
My support goes to Omen Joe, just like my podcast.
Thank you so much. That's all we want from you. Just call and then
7 more minutes to go. 7 more minutes to go.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to everybody, Costa. My name is Emmett Yankogbo.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Congo, Liberia.
Go ahead.
I'm voting for the face of the people and the native people, JNB.
Thank you so much. Then we'll cross over to the USA and talk to somebody. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Your name? Where part of the US you calling us from?
Woodbridge, Virginia, calling to vote for JNB.
Okay.
Thank you very much. JMB.
We come back home, we take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where you calling you from?
This is Patrick Baba calling from Brazil.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Go ahead, to the point.
JMB.
Thank you. Then we'll cross over to the US again and take another person. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, my name is George Tate. I'm calling from St. Paul, Minnesota. Joseph Yuma Boakai.
Joseph Yuma Boakai. Thank you. Then we'll come back home and take this other person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Everyone be from calling from down water. JMB.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Take more calls. More calls.
The WhatsApp number is active +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number. Take somebody from, hello, your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ghana.
Calling from where? Ghana.
Ghana, yes.
Welcome.
My vote is ANC.
Okay.
ABC.
Okay,
Thank
ABC.
ABC. Thank you. Cummings got two votes now.
Yeah, let's go back to the USA and take another person here quickly. Good morning. What part of the US you calling us from?
Peter from Texas. JMB.
Texas, JMB. Thank you so much. We stay roaming in the US and take another person. Okay, that person slip up the line and come back home and take this person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay.
5 more minutes to go.
That person not ready yet, so we cancel our call. The phone lines are active. Call me on any of the numbers that is up there or the WhatsApp number. Let's take this person from home. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from us from?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Fomo from Bama Bridge.
Bowman Bridge. Welcome, Mr. Flomo.
Yeah, JNB all the way. JNB.
Thank you so much. That's all we want to hear. Let's take another person from this WhatsApp number. Good morning and welcome. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Morovia.
Your name?
I'm Yango. Yango.
Yeah.
I vote for Cummings.
Cummings, Mr. Alexander Cummings. Thank you so much. Then we'll cross over to area code 316. Welcome.
Good morning, Baka.
Yeah. Where are you calling us from?
This is Patrick Hansen. I call you from The Hague in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. Welcome, my brother. Go ahead.
JMB all the way.
JMB all the way. We go back to the United States of America and take. Okay, that person slip up the line. Let's come to Liberia. Welcome.
Yeah, Amara M. Kamara, JNB.
Amara M. Kamara, JMB from Liberia.
More calls.
Yeah. So the phone lines are open, coming, and you will be live here this morning. Now come back home. Good morning.
People want that's what I'm telling them. That's what people want.
Calling from?
Mother Nora Hopes.
Yeah, calling from Red Light. JNB.
Calling from Red Light.
Red Light, JNB.
Okay, thank you so much. From Red Light. My brother, you just call me. Let's come to area code 231. Your name?
They want Buckeye. That's not me.
Good morning.
Let me tell them.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm Miss Konakoto, JMB.
You say your name? Where you calling from?
Miss Konakoto calling from Capital Papas.
Okay, thank you so much.
JMB, take more calls.
All right, let's take somebody from the USA. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Alex T. I'm voting for JNB.
LXT, welcome. Thank you so much for voting. That's it. We take more calls here. Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, brother, good morning.
Your name, where you calling us from?
Amos Mauba. Calling from Nimba, Yekepa, JNB.
Nimba in Yekepa. That's Yekepa in Nimba. Thank you so much. And say JMB. Wow. So the phone lines are open. Coming up, the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624 Okay, let's take this person.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm voting for JNB. I'm calling from Congo, Asia. JNB.
Okay, thank you so much. Then we'll go to America and take this person here. Your name? What part of the state you calling us from?
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Frankfurt, JMB.
Okay, thank you, Frankfurt. Calling there from Frankfurt. Let's take this person. Okay.
Why the comments people can call? The numbers are right here on the thing. It's 86.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
0383.
Fire Newman.
It's fire for Newman.
My man, go ahead and vote quickly, my brother.
Fire supporting Newman. I hope you understand.
Okay, fire supporting Joseph Newman Boakai. Thank you so much.
We understand we copy code. Yeah. The message ever in my clear, my man.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome. Listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver. Okay, I don't have much time for that. Let's take another person here. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Boyka, and good morning to my leader, Pedro Costa. This is Dominic J. Musa, voting ABC.
ABC, Dominic J. Musa, thank you so much. Dominic J. Musa there, our friend and brother. Let's take this man here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Alfred Drubia from Grand Bassa County, GMP all the way.
Okay, thank you so much. From Grand Bassa
County. I don't want to do it now. Y'all want to Sonny. Every day you talk, we were just talking about the numbers. Who got the most votes in the CPP? They arguing, they're cussing me. Oh, you not let Cummings. You hate the man. Why I hate the man for? Why would I hate Mr. Cummings? He's done absolutely nothing to me. So now you forced me to do this. The opinion poll on 5 more minutes. Let go. I'll add 5 more minutes there. Let go now. Let go. Where are the coming people?
Good morning. Good morning. Oh God. When you call, please, for those of the people that just joining us, if you call, please listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver. There's a little delay. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Lexi calling from Congo, JMB.
Okay. Thank you so much. So the person
why they coming to the call? This is not fair.
Like Uncle Mark or calling Uncle Mark Fire. He say Fire voting for you, man.
I recognize the man voice. You didn't know.
Good morning. Welcome.
This we're calling from in Australia.
Australia, welcome. Go ahead. Who you voting for?
JMB.
Okay, JMB. Calling from Australia. There, let's take another person. Good morning.
The thing not balanced. Why no cause for Cummings?
I'm voting for JMB.
You say your name again? Hello.
JMB.
Okay, JMB. Your name is not important again, so we'll take another person here. Good morning.
Then we'll close it, boy guy.
Good morning. All right, that person not ready yet. Let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Maryland County. My name is Abraham P.
Welcome.
JNB.
Maryland County. Thank you so much.
That's a caller from Cummings' home county, Maryland. He just voted for Joseph Wagai from Maryland County.
Yeah, let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, morning.
I'm okay. Your name, are you calling us from?
I'm Kumar Vamusa calling from Compound 3, Grand Bassa County, Asuho, JNB.
Okay, thank you so much. Then let's take the other person from area code 861. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. I'm George. You must say calling from H. Yes. Good morning.
Welcome.
Hello.
You are live. Welcome, my brother.
Yes, I'm George. You must say calling from Asia. Yes, I'm George. You must say calling from Asia. I vote JMB.
Thank you so much for Asia. We take 3 more calls. Let's take this person from area code 213. Welcome.
My name is Abubakar Kamara calling from Sweden. JNB.
Calling from Sweden. Thank you so much. We take somebody from this line here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah.
Did we lose Wagai? Wagai, where are you? Wagai, where are you? It looks like our people got electricity or internet problem. Look, I have said this time and again, I do not hate Mr. Cummings. I was simply discussing George Weah and the numbers. How George Weah cannot beat the CPP. How George Weah cannot win another election. Then you started attacking me. Oh! Then I went to the issue with Cummings and Boakai. Then you started attacking me. Oh man, that is so unfair. So unfair. I have nothing against Alice Cummings, but by the time you talk to, you mention your name, they say, "Oh, you're attacking the man. You're attacking the man." I don't hate Alice Cummings. The conversation was not even about Cummings. You see, it was not about Cummings, but you all want to make it like that. You complain that Seditians are intolerant and hate for you to talk about we are. But by the time people mention Cummings name, y'all get vet. Okay, Bwaga is back. Bwaga, we got you by ya. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Take 5 more calls, then we'll go 5 more calls.
Okay.
Right? I don't care what y'all think about me. Y'all can go to
Let's
hell.
take this person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, is it the Costa Show?
This is the Costa Show. Your name, are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Grand True County. I'm voting for JND.
What is your name?
My name is Joseph Nangwe.
Joseph Nangwe from Grand True County.
Joseph Nangwe from Grand True County voting for JMB. So I don't care no more. I'm tired now. I'm very tired. The conversation was not even about Ellis Cummings. We were talking about we are losing to us and the numbers that we cannot win based on the election results from 2017 and the election results from December, the Senate election, and everybody we are supported lost. That's what we're talking about. All of a sudden, you made this about me hating Cummings. So now I call for a poll. We publish the numbers. Bwaga is dragging Cummings by such wide margin because Bwaga got 446,000 votes and Ellis Cummings got 112,000 votes. Bwaga's votes are 4 times more than Cummings's votes. This is not about hating Cummings. The fact is the fact. Cummings cannot compare himself numerically to Bwaga or with Bwaga. He can. So now I'm tired. I'm tired trying to sound like this. I'm very tired. I will just make it clear now. Yeah? Bwaga, let's take 3 more calls.
4 more calls.
4 more calls. Then we'll go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Your name, where you calling us from?
My name is Sylvester Johnson, and I do join you from Lack Hospital, Grand Bassa County.
Lack from Grand Bassa. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you. I'm going to vote for Joseph Newman Bwaga.
Thank you so much. That's all we want to hear. Joseph Newman Bwaga. 3 more calls. 3 more calls. Then we go home on a segment of our show. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you calling you from?
I'm calling for Single 12th Street.
Your name?
Before Wallace.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. Joseph Bwaga.
Joseph Bwaga, thank you so much. The WhatsApp number is 2 more calls. Then we go home. Yeah, so we take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Your name, where you calling us from?
This is Kaba, JMB.
Okay, thank you so much.
1 more call, right?
1 more call. 1 more call.
Cummings caller, man. At least.
This person from the United States of America. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. I just don't know. So we take our last caller, the last person. Then we go home. The last caller, we still anticipate that soon it get in. Then we will take you. So, okay, let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from United Kingdom. I'm voting for JMB.
United Kingdom, welcome. Okay, thank you so much. JMB.
Folks, there you have it. I hope you are tallying the numbers. I'm about to call the results. What I did, I wrote the votes down in this order. Every row has 5 votes. So I will just count the number of rows. Row number 1, 5. Row number 2, that's 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and 1. So for JMB, that's 61 votes. For Ellis Cummings, that's 4 votes. There you have it right here, folks.
And we have invalid vote at 7.
Yeah, because those people were just they didn't on it. So we got 7 invalid votes. There you have it, folks. I didn't even count the invalid votes, but I only counted the valid ones. So you have here 61 votes for Bwaga and 4 votes for Cummings. There you have it. So, folks, what do you want to say? I made all the people to call and vote for Joseph Yuma Boakai. I'm not small man. A very powerful man. Boakai, thank you, yeah. All day you're putting more on me. Because I hate comments. I hate that nonsense that the same thing citizen can do. You criticize Jawia. I ain't even criticize comments, oh. I only talk about the numbers. That Boakai got 446,000 votes. I can't speak the truth again. Then you hate comments? It's too